The idea was the old rotor head of the BK117 is flying now since the late 70s. So with all maintenance issues, money, cost driving facts. And we saw the success on this research aircraft on the 135 body. It wasn't a real 135. We saw this success, and we thought it was an idea by the engineers to put this on the 145, and it worked. The big advantages, we expected this, but we were positive surprised about the fact the aircraft has less vibration on this rotor, with the same, even a little bit more direct rotor control. But of course, if you have all the autopilot on, the 4-axis autopilot and the upper modes, you don't handle the aircraft by yourself. But if you would, it's a little bit more direct than the 4-bladed system. No, it was almost 99.5% the same rotor from the first flight to now.
The first involvement for this 5-blade rotor project was in a research area. So we flew this rotor, its predecessor, on a 135 for research and innovation purposes. And then there was a decision made to see what the potential would be of this rotor on the 145. And the first flight made on the 145 was in August 2017. We saw the potential of this research rotor, which was the predecessor for the 5-bladed rotor early on, as I said, on one of our research aircraft. And then all things came together. We saved 50 kg on the basic aircraft when we compared the 4 blades against the 5 blades. As Volker said, it's the rotor itself which saves some weights. We don't need the famous weights on the helicopter blades themselves anymore with the 5-bladed rotor. So at the end we got out with 150 kg more useful load. Yeah. So pretty soon in 2018 we did the medium altitude campaign in hot environment in south of Spain. This was 2018. Then it followed up quite quickly, like Volker said, with a cold campaign beginning of 2019 this year. We went to a place called Sodankile, where we reached -36, -37 for a cold soak test, which we need for certification. And at altitude we reached -48 degrees. And it all behaved well. It's also, of course, showing the robustness of the rotor, not only for handling or for engine starts or whatever, but also for the maintenance. So we have maintenance people with us during such campaigns. There were no bad surprises. With a very high altitude campaign in La Paz starting in June, lasting up to end of September. And now we are shortly before the certification. And in between, of course, the authorities were invited to witness the results we had. It's really a combination of brilliant engineering work for young engineers who developed this one, together with experienced guys and girls. And on the other hand, as Volker said, to listen to the customer and reduce maintenance costs, make it more simple.